The magic and memories of Christmas are special to us all, but for children in foster care, it can be tough. Adopt a wish list and help a foster child this Christmas. Go to WHNT.com.
Now, 'tis the season for the Kids to Love Christmas for the Kids Toy Collection Drive. The Kids to Love Foundation collects gifts for foster kids in 18 counties in Alabama and Tennessee.
And WHNT News 19's Lee Marshall is joining us now from one of the donation drop-off sites. Lee, you have a busy day on tap. You're at the Jack's Restaurant out there on Hughes Road in Madison. And what are you asking for people to do this morning?
The biggest thing we need are the ornaments on the tree to disappear and to come back with gifts. And, you know, a lot of these older kids, they want what every other teenager wants. They want the iPods, they want skateboards, iTunes cards. But I pulled a couple that I thought were, you know, fairly reasonable. Carrie she's 8 and she wants a Furby. And then I also saw this one that I thought was just so sweet. Carly, who is 4, wants a Doc McStuffins doll. And so these kids are just asking for normal gifts. They're normal kids. Just because they're in foster care, they're just like kids like you and I have. And so these are some of the gifts that have come in. Look at these beautiful, sweet shoes. A little girl's just going to love those. Arts and crafts kits. And then also this was purchased for another little girl that likes to make arts and crafts and beads. And so many of these kids just ask for simple things. And our community is so amazing with their generosity. We're going to be here until 7 o'clock tonight. You can swing by, pick up an ornament. If that's not going to be convenient, you can always go to WHNT.com and make an online donation there. 100% of the donations you give for our Christmas for the Kids goes to fund wish list for local foster children.
And we've been pretty successful today, as you can see behind me, and we've got a lot of folks that are bringing toys in right now, and you know, which is the great thing, because people are coming by and they're picking their ornaments up and they're coming in. In fact, I've got a lady right now. Come on in, come in, come on. And this is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen, helping children have Christmas. Thank you very much for bringing this. This is fantastic. Now, you got this for Andrew, outdoor play equipment. I believe you did well.
I hope so.
Tell me your name.
Jenny.
Jenny, well, thank you very much for helping make one of our kids have a wonderful Christmas. This is fantastic. Thank you. And this is what it's all about. And we've been doing this. And you know what? We're going to be here at Jack's. We're going to be here the rest of the day. In fact, the illustrious Jerry Hayes is going to join us. In fact, Jerry just walked in the door. And Jerry, we're going to turn this microphone over to you. We've been busy.
I know, and I hope we're busy for the next 7 hours, because we're going to be here until 7 o'clock tonight. So come on out to the Jack's here on Highway 72 and see us, spend a little time with us, and go shopping for a kid.
Can't beat it. Kids to love, that's what it's all about. But today's the last day. You got to help us out. We'll see.
Time of year, many worthy causes seeking your donation to make sure those in need do not go without during Christmas.
And tonight we're asking you to help foster kids in our area with our Christmas for the Kids drive. WHNT News 19's Lee Marshall is live at the Jack's in Madison to explain how you can help. Lee?
Well, I got to tell you, Clarissa and Greg, you know, every nonprofit takes a hit sometime or the other. This year we took a big hit when one of our donors that always helps us provide bikes just didn't come through. And so that's about $10,000 that we're anticipating a shortage this year. So we're trying to do something to make sure that every child that asks for a bike this holiday season gets one. So here is my challenge. You guys ready? If we can raise $500 online by the end of our 5:30 show tonight, I'm going to ride one of these beauties through the drive-thru. Greg, get your credit card ready. Because here is the bigger part. If we can raise $1,000 by 6 o'clock tonight, Jerry Hayes is going to do the moonwalk. That's right, the moonwalk through the drive-thru of the Jack's in Athens, where he is.
So, you know, we were talking a little bit earlier in the broadcast about how we're really short of bicycles this year. Just a few minutes ago, a young man and young woman from Athens brought in 2 bicycles. So some kids, foster kids here in Alabama, are going to be able to get those on Christmas morning, but we still got a lot of ornaments left on the tree. If you want to give cash, you can go online and do that. All you got to do, just go to the website. We'll give you a link so you can do that. But look at some of the gifts that have been brought in. These are gifts that are going to be wrapped and under the tree for area foster kids on Christmas morning. So what we need you to do, we're going to be here till 7 o'clock. Come see us or go online and donate so that we can make Christmas for the Kids, Kids to Love, very special this year.
Our Kids to Love Christmas for the Kids day-long Blitz Drive wrapped up tonight, earlier tonight, but not before you came out to help foster kids for Christmas.
WHNT News 19's Lee Marshall has more.
Dark, cold, and early, the toys started coming in at Jack's.
I just happened to see little Isaiah's name back there, and he had wanted a bicycle, and I thought that's a simple one to go find. So I went and got him a bike, and just from my heart to his.
We just love to come and help the children that are away from their true families, and to help out the families that are willing to take them in.
We're very, very excited, and it's just really our honor to be able to help you guys with this drive for the foster children. Everybody gets involved, and it's one of the most wonderful things we do all year.
Robert started things off in Athens, and Jerry joined the fun around noon.
Our Kids to Love Christmas for the Kids Blitz.
And then a challenge. If we can raise $500 online by the end of our 5:30 show tonight, I'm going to ride one of these beauties through the drive-thru.
How may I help you, ma'am?
If we can raise $1,000 by 6 o'clock tonight, Jerry Hayes is going to do the moonwalk through the drive-thru of the Jacks in Athens. Jerry rode the bike when we hit 500 too.
No, I'm good to go.
But you kept giving. Making a difference for the children. Lee Marshall, WHNT, News 19.
I think he actually pulled a muscle when he did that. Is he okay? Is he going to be back tomorrow? I think he's okay. There are still wish lists that need to be filled, and you can help. Just log on to WHNT.com.
WHNT News 19 set up at a couple of Jack's locations.
We are taking action today for Kids to Love and our Christmas for the Kids drive.
Anytime I can support something as great a cause as this, I'm going to do so.
It was just put on my heart that this is something that I wanted to do.
Kids to Love is one of the ways that we give back.
We have such an amazing community. Take a look at everything that's been dropped off.
It's all about making a beautiful Christmas for the children in our Tennessee Valley.
Kids to Love is sponsored by Jack's and Landers McLarty Subaru.
They may not have pointed ears, but these volunteers are working like elves, delivering Christmas to more than 1,000 foster children in North Alabama and Southern Tennessee.
It's huge for foster children. The big gifts and stuff come from Kids to Love, and we really greatly appreciate it.
Christina Brown is a foster mom who says she's taken care of 30 foster children over the last 6 years, in addition to her 3 biological children. Her latest addition is a 5-month-old.
A lot of our kids come into care from very underprivileged homes, and they don't have a lot of gifts, and a lot of times they don't have a tree.
Kids to Love founder and WHNT News 19 anchor Lee Marshall says things have run much smoother this year than last.
Every child that asked for a bike this year is getting a bike.
At this point last year, she was scrambling to handle dozens of unfilled wish lists at the last minute.
We still had some people who'd signed up to take lists, but those weren't turned in. We didn't have near as many this year, so that was good.
She says while the Kids to Love toy drive ends today, she knows there will be more children brought into the system between now and December 25th. So she and her volunteers remain on standby to make sure there is no end to the magic of Christmas. In Huntsville, Beth Chat, WHNT News 19.
November is Adoption Awareness Month, but we shine the spotlight on adoption every Monday. Teenage foster children are the hardest ones to find homes for. You may have seen the story of that teen from Florida that went to a church and begged for a family. That story's gone viral on social media. But he reminded me of a young man that I recently had a chance to sit down with, whose name is Alex. And Alex is brilliant. He wants to be a computer software developer when he grows up. He just needs the right person to get in there. Alex is this week's Kids to Love.
I know that I have a hard time socializing. And also people think I'm retarded because I act a certain way, but my intelligence just says otherwise. I have a 4.0 GPA. Sometimes I can't get the words out like I want to.
Alex is 16 and in the 11th grade. How long have you been in foster care?
Since I was 5.
Have you been in and out of a lot of homes?
10.
Always changing schools and making new friends are 2 challenges that Alex faces with foster care. He wants out.
It's because I want to get adopted really bad.
What would adoption mean to you?
It would mean that I would not have to search for a family anymore. I would be able to have a sense of security that I have somewhere to live.
And at 16, on the cusp of manhood, Alex is still a child.
I'm tired of people saying I need to grow up. I want to be a kid. Let me be a kid, because I haven't. Most of my childhood life I spent being an adult, taking care of my mom, doing stuff that a little kid wasn't supposed to do.
and he had no problem putting those feelings into words. For more information on opening your heart and your home to kids like Alex or any of the other great kids that we feature every week, log on to kidstolove.org. You'll find a link at WHNT.com.
Packing with a purpose. Dozens of volunteers line the Kids to Love warehouse Monday to pack the backpacks for foster children.
Today kicked off our volunteer days, and we have had several dozen volunteers in this morning helping us assembly line style get the backpacks packed.
Kids to Love will provide school supplies to more than 4,000 children across Alabama and Tennessee. It's not hard work, but it's a lot of work, carried out by volunteers with a heart as big as the task.
I want to volunteer because I like how I feel being a part of this effort.
We are very fortunate to live in this community because we always have an outpouring of support.
Every pencil, notebook, and backpack here is intended to erase the worries that foster children have about starting a new school year.
And we have had foster parents and teachers tell us that it makes a big impact on a child's self-esteem when they come in and they have what all their peers have.
It's God's purpose. I mean, how can you not be a part of that?
A backpack from a child for a child.
Okay.
Mrs. Catherine Henson gave $5 on her way into Walmart.
Only gave 5. Well,
She gave 20 more when she came back out.
I just want to help the little children because I taught first grade for first and second, 35 years. And it was a lot of times I bought my own supplies. And now I'm drawing retirement, so I'd like to help out these little kids coming along.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
A chicken biscuit and keep the change at Jack's on Hughes Road.
Kids to Love is such a great organization, and we're so proud to be a part of it because giving back to the kids and the foster kids and being able to do something for them. We do something with them all year round at Christmas and pack the backpacks, and so it goes along with our philosophy about Jack's Gives Back.
Thank you so much.
I saw you this time last year.
Well, let me talk to you for a minute.
Okay.
You came and helped us last year. You're back this year. Why do you feel it's important to support
We've got
it?
6 children and grandchildren and great-grandchild. Would like everybody to have the advantages they have.
I think it's very important, and we were happy, and actually we were thrilled to take on this project last year and grow it even bigger than it already was. Whether it's school supplies or whether it's Christmas gifts, whatever it is that foster kids need, we're there and we want to help.
We have continuous volunteers that come out and support not only with their time but with their money and with supplies. And so it just excites me that our community surrounds Kids to Love and gives back to these children living in foster care.
Hundreds of volunteers.
And it's a good feeling to be a part of all of this, to be a servant.
Hundreds of hours.
When you look around and you see how big this place is and how big these boxes are, and you see people over there like Ron digging into boxes and sorting supplies, yeah, it just says that I think we're having an impact in the community.
Taking action and getting results so thousands of foster kids have the supplies they need for school. More than 8,000 notebooks.
Proud of their things and make them feel like they're very important, and new things, new school supplies.
More than 10,000 pencils.
It is great that our community can step up and supply all of the things needed for the children.
More than 2,000 protractors.
So I've been in the county when those Kids to Love donations were coming in, trying to get them back to the school children and all that, and it is just a phenomenal atmosphere to be in with all of that coming in, and it's just great to know that those resources are out there.
Whether they're 4 or 14, it doesn't matter. I think kids need love, and I think by taking action and getting involved, whether you want to be a foster parent or whether you want to donate school supplies or whether you want to donate just your time, it's just getting involved.
We could not do all the things that we do if it were not for groups like Kids to Love and wonderful foster parents out there that help us do all the things that we do.
WHNT News 19, we believe in making a difference.
Today we're taking action for children in foster care.
That's why WHNT News 19 and our partners Landers, McLarty Subaru, and Jack's are taking action for foster children.
They're as important as anybody else, and we love them like anybody else.
Folks all over are pitching in, helping Kids to Love pack the backpacks.
It's God's purpose. How can you not be a part of that?
The Tennessee Valley is a special place. We're proud to call it home. WHNT News 19, taking action, getting results.
One by one, bright young people walked up to have their picture made and receive a $1,000 scholarship. The money goes directly to their school of choice.
This year we provided 19 new scholarships.
Congratulations.
Julie Rayburn with Kids to Love says it's important for foster children to know they can achieve their dreams.
And so what we want to do is say, if you want to go and be a lawyer, if you want to go and be a nurse, if you want to go and be in business, we can help you do that. And that's what we want to do to help them achieve their goals, and they can turn around and pay it forward to someone else.
Someone who's doing just that is David Petty.
How are y'all?
The 3-year scholarship recipient is a senior at the University of North Alabama. He spoke at this year's luncheon.
It means a lot to me considering that I was in foster care. I've aged out, but me and Lee have known each other for a while, and it's very inspirational every year coming back here.
Petty's goal is to pursue a master's degree in social work and become a social worker in Limestone County, where he grew up. He also wants to encourage others to keep striving for more.
And every year I see the same faces, and it means a lot because at the same time they're making strides towards doing what they want to do after they graduate high school, and it means a lot.
In Huntsville, Clarissa McLean, WHNT News 19.
Alabama Governor Robert Bentley signed a proclamation this afternoon down in Montgomery.
The proclamation declares November Adoption Awareness Month in the state of Alabama. Our own Lee Marshall, who's the Kids to Love founder, was invited to attend the signing at the state capitol today. During the signing, the governor talked about the importance of finding forever families for children in foster care. They're children you meet every Monday night at 5 o'clock right here on WHNT News 19.